I think my girlfriend is a monster. Horror story. My girlfriend, 21, and I, 23, have been dating for a few months now. We both bonded over the great outdoors, guns and big trucks. When I first met her, there wasn't much to say but how cute she was. Add that with the fact she knew how to handle a gun and drove a truck with one hand on some dirt, uneven trails. She's perfect, honestly. But I've begun to notice some odd stuff as things started to settle down after the high of our new relationship. She rarely spoke about her parents or any family members, never even got to learn where she was from, or to be specific, the exact location. All I got was the usual, "I flock from the Midwest." She said it with a chuckle, like she just told a great joke, and gave me this look with a twinkle in her eyes that suggested she didn't want to talk about it anymore. So I dropped it like I always did. Her residence wasn't the only thing that bothered me. She also doesn't seem to sleep, from what I know. Well, she does sleep, or at least I think she does. Because there are times when I'd be sleeping and just wake up in the middle of the night, and see her in bed next to me, reading a book or just sitting in the dark. I have seen her look at me a few times, but it looked protective in a sense and nothing malicious. And she seems to be fine in the morning, no bags, no fatigue. Just a face full of energy that's ready to take the day by storm. Honestly, I don't know how she does it. Oh yeah, there's also the dogs and cats thing. She hates pets with a passion for some reason. When I suggested a puppy for our shared apartment, she quickly shut down the idea. But I guess the hatred was mutual, because every dog and cat that we encountered growled, hissed, snarled, or barked at her. There's also this one thing I noticed when we went camping this one time. I didn't think much of it, but it's starting to make more sense now that I think about it. After we parked our truck by the parking lot and signed off our names and headed into the woods, the forest was lively. Birds were singing, crickets and other insects were doing the usual anthem of the woods. But as we got to the epicenter of the noises, which is also the spot where we decided to set up, the noises just suddenly stopped. Nothing, no birds, no insects. Just eerie silence with an ominous breeze coming through. Got real quiet suddenly, didn't it? Said. But what she said next threw me off completely. That's just what happens when I'm around. You get used to it after a while. Her face was blank when she said that. No smile and not even her usual snarky cringe she does usually. She was dead serious. I never really thought much about it at first. But I've been online recently and have seen multiple videos about skinwalkers, wendigos and other paranormal stuff. A forest going quiet out of nowhere, according to a video I watched, is not a good sign, and it got me thinking. Was something in the area where we were? Or was the woods reacting to her? There was also this one time when we were camping, in a different location. I was asleep in our tent and I woke up to her gone. I got up and opened the flap to it and looked around but saw nothing. But then I heard breathing somewhere close to our tent, and I heard a deep crunching sound, like something was being torn apart, and she seemed to be grunting. But her grunts, they sounded different, more deeper, more angry. She seemed to hear me because it went silent. I quickly closed the flap and went back to my sleeping bag and pretended to be asleep. I heard her enter quietly, and after a moment of silence, I could hear her breathing by my ear and I could feel how close she was. Her body even felt different from when she usually pressed up against me. It's usually soft and tender. But it was taut, toned and harsh this time. I couldn't see it, but I knew it felt wrong. That was weeks ago. I'm still on edge now, looking at her with that smile that I've come to find disturbing recently. I'll update as soon as I can if I find out more.